Hey, good morning, everyone. This is After 9, our social media show. Mike and Lisa, AM800 CKLW, and we spend a few minutes with you here online, and we're going to talk about a pastor who had some interesting comments on the weekend ahead of International Women's Day and some beachfront property that you can rent at a maybe reasonable price considering what home prices are these days.
Insane, aren't they?
They are insane. Crazy.
I can't believe what the average price is here in Windsor, Essex. It's like four something. What?
Yeah, like 480 or something. We're hearing on AM800 News this morning. It's insane. It just keeps going up, and the stats came out from the month of February over the weekend, and higher and higher. I don't know how people can afford it.
Well, first-time home buyers especially. Like if you're already in the game and you've got a place, then that's one thing, because obviously it's all relative. You sell it and you get the big price, and then you buy one for a big price and you're not as affected. But for first-time home buyers, how do you even have a fighting chance at that?
I don't know.
Holy.
You must wonder that about your kids, right? Like how they're going to afford homes one day.
And my fear would be, if I was in that position, is like, okay, if this is the way the housing prices are going to stay, then all right. Then you save and you scrimp, and a lot of people can't do it, but some people can. You get your mortgage and you're okay because the prices are staying the same. But what if they drop? Like, what if you buy a home and then the next year housing prices drop $100,000 or whatever percentage, and then you're suddenly, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Then you're screwed there. So, is anybody looking for a house right now? And you're like, well, we want to move. We want to, get a bigger home or something like that. We want to upgrade it. We can't do it. We cannot do it. We can't afford to do it. Or maybe you or your kids are looking to buy a home for the first time. And it's just crazy where prices have gone in the last, I don't know. It seems like the last 5 years or so.
Yeah.
Just skyrocketed up. So here I'll show you the beachfront property that you can get if you are interested. This went viral on Twitter yesterday, and there it is. This is right here in BC. You can run a full beach house for rent in Victoria, BC, $1,495
for a week.
No, they don't even say how long for. I guess per month, maybe.
It's a teepee.
Yeah, it's a teepee made out of wood right on the beach.
Well, honestly, that may not be bad.
Yeah, that might be a good choice right now for a little summer vacation. That may be all you can afford. So, yeah, everybody was ripping on this and making fun of all the home prices, rental prices that are out there these days. And that was on Twitter last night.
And the problem is, really, that incomes don't keep up with that, right? So it's not like you see a 25% jump from year to year in Windsor, Essex for housing prices. You don't see a 25% jump in income. So that's the other half of the issue. Holy cow.
Yep, that is a lot. So there you go. Good luck finding a house that you can afford these days, even here in Windsor, Essex, where we're still lower than many parts of the province, but it's this is the place where you came to get a house for like $150,000 or something and still have a pretty decent place.
Yep. No longer. We're in the middle of everything now. Hey, the kiss cams at sporting events where, middle of the game, you'll be looking at the big jumbotron, and all of a sudden different cameras will go to different couples that are sitting beside each other. And then when the camera's on you, you're supposed to turn to each other and kiss, and everybody cheers and yada, yada, yada. And then sometimes couples aren't together, which is really funny, or they don't want to kiss and somebody refuses. And that's what makes it really hilarious, right?
Yes.
Well, do not expect the kiss cam to come back because of COVID. And it might be the end of it all together. It's hard to kiss with a mask on, and everybody's trying not to, swap spit anymore. And it's all the optics, right, of what they're encouraging people to do and not to do at games. So now there's going to be the hand sanitizer cam.
Oh, the hand sanitizer cam. Well, okay. All right. How's this work?
So the Milwaukee Bucks recently replaced the kiss cam with a hand sanitizer cam, and it looks like on the camera that it's spraying people with hand sanitizer. So it's like, and people react in different ways, right? So they're either gonna, be funny that way, or they're gonna just ignore it, and that's funny too. So I think that's kind of a neat idea, and they're kicking it off at different, games, and people are like, oh, trying to, catch it, or just
That's funny.
ignoring it altogether.
The hand sanitizer cam.
Yeah,
Wow, that's something new.
yeah.
Never thought we'd see that.
Yeah, I know many men will be disappointed that there's no more kiss cam, because sometimes it was a good opportunity.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. That leads into our next story about this pastor who is telling women that you better look pretty or your husbands are going to stray.
Yeah, well, he got into detail. It was not just a passing comment.
No, this was he was delivering a sermon, and he was telling women to lose weight, submit to their sexual desires of their husbands to keep them from straying. You want your husband to stay loyal to you? You better lose some weight, and you better perform.
This guy, honestly, it's like, was there no little voice in his head that said, you know what, you better quit while you're ahead. You
No,
better stop.
apparently not. He
So he's
also,
now gone, right?
Yeah. It wasn't taken too kindly. He also said to wear makeup, dress nicely, choose appropriate hairstyles, and appear less butch, in quotes.
I can't even. I can't.
Yeah, this was at a church in southeastern Missouri, and this was on their website, and they since deleted it off the website.
He wanted to basically compare every woman to Melania Trump.
Yes.
And he basically saying to all the women, you need to look like a trophy wife. You have to try and be a trophy wife. And he's like, well, listen, I'm not saying every woman can be epic, the epic trophy wife of all time, like Melania Trump. I'm not saying that at all. But most women can't be trophy wives, But maybe you're a participation trophy, he said.
Oh yeah, like the ribbon. Like, oh wait, way to go! You at least tried.
I can't believe this was real.
It was real. 2021, it's real. So this guy is in a little bit of trouble, and he's seeking professional counseling now.
Yeah, and he goes on to blame women for the actions of men and says, it is of God. It should be accepted as normal, like men cheating. And instead of teaching men and boys to take accountability for their actions and control themselves, he said, it's up to the women to put on some lipstick.
Yep, put on some lipstick, take the sweatpants off, and do what you got to do.
When they get married, he says the wife no longer has all the rights over her body. He now shares them with her husband, and so whenever she's not in the mood, you got to dig out your Bible and figure out how to get there.
Oh, you get to the Bible. What year is this guy from? Like, what's going on here? So that's hopefully the counseling will help this pastor down in the U.S.
Wow. And he talked about a friend of his too that has a wife, and he has put a divorce weight on his wife. That's how important that is. So she gains a certain amount of weight. It's like a prenup.
Prenup. If you gain this weight, the marriage is null and void. Sorry.
He discouraged women from wearing flip-flops and pajama pants to Walmart.
Well, I got to agree with him on that one.
Nobody, including men, should be wearing that.
Nobody should wear pajama pants. Not even I would wear pajama pants out of the house.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, maybe to get gas in the car or something.
I knew it.
Not to a nice place like Walmart. All right, what else is on your mind this morning?
Okay. Well, how about this? A lot of people working remotely, and a lot of people love it, like you, right? You love being home. There are tons of people who have gotten used to it now and are used to working at home over the past year. And some people just don't want to let it go. So there was a new survey that looked at people and asked them, okay, if you were told you had to go back to work, would you go or would you quit?
Should I
One
stay or should I
one
go?
third of people said they would quit on the spot
They'd quit.
instead of going back to the office. They don't want to go and work in the office every day. And then, so that's a third. And then 39% said they'd rather take a pay cut. So this is the question. And I think you and I have touched on this before. They say, Mike, Lisa, come next Monday. We want you guys to go back into the studio at the office, 1640 Olet Avenue. We want you to drive to work every day, park your car in the parking lot at 4 o'clock in the morning, get out your key fob, get into the building, go
Oh.
down the hall, get into the studio, say hi to your working partners.
Hi, producer Ed.
Sit there and get the show together. When the show is finished, have discussions with people in the office that really mean nothing, or maybe have a couple of in-person meetings. Do your after 9 from the basement of 1640 Olet Avenue. Talk, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, you guys got a minute? Da, da, da. Another half an hour goes by. You drive home. You're exhausted.
You're convincing me more and more to give up more pay to stay home with all this description you're giving us right now.
This is what I'm asking you now. Would you rather take a pay cut to stay at home, or would you go to work?
And again, I will say the question, how much of a pay cut? What am I giving up? 5%, 10% of my wage to stay home?
What do you think most employers would want?
I think
what are they giving up? What are they losing by having you stay at home?
Well, I guess like instant access to you, but I would say, listen, if more people were like me and staying home, I'll stay at my salary, because then if more people do this, you can cut down on the space that you're leasing or owning. You could sell it for a profit and get a smaller space.
Okay, so
that's what I would say, but I know that's not the question. Would you give up? I give up 5%. 5 is my max that I would give up. So I'm giving back to stay home full time.
Yeah, because there are expenses with staying home too, right?
Oh yeah, and you gotta pay for my internet and paper and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's still that feeling from employers that you're not working as hard when you're home because there's nobody hanging over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Nobody that could be by your office.
Yeah, and if people want to admit, do you slack off when you're at home, or is it just more that you can do your work at your own pace? You know, like, okay, well, I'm going to go do laundry for an hour now. You know, and then I'll come back and I'll do my work and get it done. Because to me, you could work basically almost the same amount of hours, time-wise, whatever, 9 to 5, whatever you want to do, and get more work done being at home than you could at the office if you really apply yourself, because you take out all those little small talks you were talking about and talking about nothing in the office. You eliminate all that, as long as you're disciplined not to, pick up the phone or keep texting people and all that stuff.
But I think it depends on the job. I mean, our job, it's obvious when we don't put in the work, right? I mean, we have to reach a certain level. We have to fill certain time slots. Our performance is for, like, everybody's our boss. Really, all of our listeners are our boss. It would be extremely obvious if we weren't putting in the work and getting the job done. So it's like, we have to do it. And I actually put in more work at home than I would in the office, get more done. Now, with a job that, well, I don't know, maybe you get paid by the hour and it's just like, there's no accountability at the end of the day, or there's no expectation on getting a certain amount of work done, then of course you'd slack off a little bit, I would think. If those standards aren't there, I don't know.
Or maybe a hybrid model. And we've read about that companies are looking and saying, okay, well, we're going to do this. I want you in the office Monday, Wednesday. And the rest of the time, if you want to work at home, that's cool. I think even our company issued a memo last week to say, we've learned a lot about working at home and how the systems work and all that stuff. And moving forward, some people might be able to do that.
Half and half? Where was that memo?
Do you not read that one? I can send it to you. It's one of those that you probably delete. We think it has nothing to do with us.
Oh, did it not have anything to do with us initially at the top of the memo?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so. So, yeah, I don't know. Are you working half and half? And do you notice, oh, yeah, I get way more work done when I'm at home as opposed to when I'm in the office?
I think the whole thing, I think more people will be going back to the office than is thought.
I think so, too. Marlene says, my son is teaching online at home, and he loves it.
Oh.
So I've talked to a lot of teachers do not like the online teaching that they're doing for high school or for grade school.
Maybe it depends on how efficient you are with technology.
Yeah. You're right. I think efficient with technology and discipline to be able to sit down at your desk at your computer and do your work and not get distracted by whatever else is happening in your home, especially if you have your kids home, right?
Oh my gosh, right. That would be chaos.
Mary says, I say you and Lisa be your own boss and have your own show at home. Well, we do kind of, right?
I think that's what we're doing.
Yeah, kind of. Something like that. So maybe she says, like, stay like that, though. If they say, come back to work, we're like, no, we're going to have our own show at home. All right. Well, I guess time will tell. We're going to be home for the next few months, at least, it sounds like, till this vaccine starts rolling out from what I can tell.
Yeah. I'd like to think that we would be back before September in the office.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. That's probably true. Okay, well, we'll see. And finally this morning, I want to share with you, the whole battle over masks continues, especially in the U.S. You can't tell me to wear a mask. I'm in a store, but I don't want to wear a mask. Well, this happened at a Bed Bath & Beyond in the U.S. There was a huge scrap at a Bed Bath & Beyond. Oh, down to the floor. This woman who didn't want to wear a mask and the employees going at it at a Bed Bath & Beyond on the weekend. Look at this. It got salacious. There you go. You ever get a scrap at a Bed Bath & Beyond, Lisa?
No. I think I was in a scrap once at Target. But not the Bed Bath & Beyond. And I didn't end up on the floor. I was just sort of like, the karate stance. Oh,
so you were threatening.
I was, yes.
Okay, and the other person was like, I'm not messing with her.
Yeah, if you make like low guttural sounds like you're a karate master, really gets them freaked out a little bit. But that's so silly. How old are you? Let's go with people. Honestly, I just can't wrap my head around it.
These are adults. These aren't like women on the street fighting over a boy or something. They were just going at it. Look at them. It's still going.
Like, why? Just
don't worry. The guy with the headset's involved now, and order has been restored. You don't mess with the guy with the headset at a retailer.
Oh, that's funny.
Go. Leave, woman.
Is that what he said?
Looks like it. Get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Get out of here.
Exit is that way.
This is Bed Bath & Beyond,
Ugh.
and I'm in control because I have a headset. You will have to leave.
I can't believe we're still watching these types of videos.
I know.
There's a
It's
lot
great.
of
Usually it's during the holidays, right? You know, Black Friday or something. Everybody runs
Yeah.
in the store to get the $10 toy.
Mm.
No.
All right. Well, that'll do it for us today. Let's leave on a high note.
Yeah, that's a good note. And
yeah,
finally
listen,
tonight, a scrap in Bed Bath & Beyond.
David Muir. Or Jim Creighton. Well,
America strong.
Enjoy your day, and it's going to be beautiful out there. So, yeah, take in some sunshine, and yeah, things are all going to change come the end of the week. So
do it now.
do it now.
Okay. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.